My very first introduction to my next guest was through Saturday night television entertainment. On the show I was watching, there were 30 girls, and one girl in particular stood out. She seemed to have the most charisma, character, personality. A couple years down the line, she's working on a music video that I financed, and that's where I got to know her, and I wanted to find out more. So, she's a model, a ring card girl. She's been in the presence of the likes of Anthony Joshua, and she's been a ring card girl for none other than Chris Eubank Jr. I'd like to welcome to the 521 Sofa Chat, Bianca Maria.
Hey!
How you doing?
How you doing, Blade? How
I'm good.
are you?
I'm good.
I'm
Yourself?
glad you're well. I'm all right, yeah.
Good.
I'm all good, actually.
Your journey. Do you want to go right back to when you were little, or do you want to... I mean, because something obviously must have sparked, like in the early days, to make you think, right, I'm going to be a model, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. Was it early, or was it kind of later on in life you decided?
Well, at school times, I never really knew what I wanted to do. I literally thought I was going to be this bad girl rapper, like little kid. But that was like... Yeah, that was, I don't know, like when I was 14, I went to a modelling and acting school. So I ended up doing like extras for a BBC show. And then my first Ring Girl show, do you know, I went for an actual interview. I did not know I was going to actually do it that day. And I was super late, and I got there and he was like, do you want to just start now? And I was like, okay. And then I started. Believe me, I did not shave my legs. This was not a good look for me. They had to give me this blunt razor. I did not have the correct, like the nicest of underwear, and I was just like having one of them days. And when I got there, I thought, oh my God. And this was actually in the Royal Albert Hall. My first show was in the Royal Albert Hall, and it was a royal event. But I do remember that I was super nervous, like super, super nervous. And when I finally got in the ring with these great big massive like stripper looking heels that they gave me, which I could not walk in. I could literally not walk in. I got in the ring and I was wobbling, and then like literally the crowd was so loud. They're like, yay! And I got in and they were like, woo! And then I buckled and they went woo, and it was like live on Channel 5 for like Box Nation and stuff. And I thought, oh my God, like this is literally so embarrassing. But yeah, I really didn't realise like I was going to progress so much in Ring Girl and actually like do it for so many years.
So you were doing the Ring Girl stuff way before you made any appearances on TV, doing other things that we'll come to in a minute.
No, I did music videos. Yeah.
So what is your most memorable music video you've been on?
Oh, that's a really good question. Maybe the Fat Man Scoop one.
Okay.
I did Fat Man Scoop, Kano and Busy Signal. Part was shot in Jamaica, part was shot in the UK, and part was shot in America, I believe. And I got like one of the most memorable scenes where Kano snatches a bottle of champagne.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
He's like, bottle of champs, give me that back. And I'm like, and they didn't tell me they were going to do that. And Kano said, I'm really sorry. He was like, I'm really sorry. But he goes, we didn't want to tell you because we wanted the natural reaction.
Yeah. What was more memorable to you, the Fat Man Scoop video or like a photo opportunity with AJ?
I don't know, they're all memorable moments to me. Like working with well, I didn't actually do Ring Girl yet, and that is like a dream. Once I do Ring Girl for AJ, so I feel like that will be complete for me.
Right, so do you want to just do a quick, like, AJ, come on, man.
AJ, come on, hire me, I need you, I need to be a Ring Girl. I've done so many Ring Girl like work. I've done also MMA. I actually do mostly boxing stuff, but I have done a few cage rage stuff, which has a slightly different technique to boxing. With AJ, I did... Yeah, it was an audience with Anthony Joshua, and I worked as a hostess at that show. I did stream his interview live. I don't know if I was allowed to do that, but I was streaming it live to Facebook at the time, because live just kind of came out, I think, on Facebook. And loads of people were like, keep streaming. This is like a really good watch. And then I got to meet him, and I took a picture with. He's very tall. Yeah, very tall. Like I had heels on, and I swear I went up to his waist or something. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, hello.
What was it like doing that ring card stuff with Chris Eubank?
I didn't know I was doing that show, but that fight, I was definitely into the boxing. The atmosphere was super intense, and like the crowd and everything, it was just such an intense, and it was really like, wow, like it was such a...
A little birdie tells me that you at some point wanted to be an MC. And then you actually used to rap and stuff as well.
It was that bird there.
It was that birdie there.
I used to go to this youth project called EYP, Forest Gate, and I did used to be the female MC with all the guys, and we used to hang out with my friend Nia, and he used to get on his decks and like be this DJ, and I'm there with the only girl, like thinking, yeah, doing my thing.
So, are you going to bust this verse?
No.
Are you going to bust 4 bars?
I don't even know what bar's the best. You're kidding me. Oh, yeah.
Let's just hear how you rap.
I haven't done it for years,
Right,
you know.
you're a fan of So Solid. So
yeah.
do 4 bars from one of their songs. Let's just see how you rap.
You're killing me out here. Okay, I'll just do something. Can I just have a mic and pretend? And a mic.
Here, use the bottle of water as a mic.
Oh God, I don't even know which lyric to say. It's MC Queen B on the MIC, alongside the Styley with the EYP, working connections to put your minds at ease with certain issues that you can't succeed. This was like, I don't know why I come out with that one. That was something that I did for a youth project back in the days.
Well, how old were you? What, like 15?
I was young, and I was in the Forest Gate Times.
Okay.
Yeah, and I met the mayor of Forest Gate.
Okay. So, modelling.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
When I was younger in college, I did like a lot of catwalks and stuff. Believe it or not, I'm really not that tall. And we did this catwalk thing, and oh my God, I can't lie, that's when I was like, this is not for me. It was like, Bianca, we need you on stage now. And I was like, oh my God, I can't find my clothes. Can somebody come down? So I was like, catwalk is definitely not for me. Not that I could really pursue a career in it because I'm not that tall. Yeah. Then as I got older, I got into more promotional modeling, and that was more for me because I did like all the exhibition work and they hired models for events and things like that. So doing like, you know, one day I got a job and they told me to stand there and look pretty. It was an easy job, you know, like it wasn't hard. I enjoyed it. I just had to talk to people, and that's one thing that I realised I liked doing was talking and socialising and meeting new people. So promotional modelling really worked for me.
I remember when I first saw you on TV, and I just thought, I can't work out whether she's English or something else.
I get this quite a lot.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Italian.
So what is it?
The name is definitely Italian. That's where it originated from. Maria. And not Marie, for all the people that say Marie. So yeah, I'm Italian, English, and a tiny bit of Spanish.
Which part do you think is getting you the most modelling work?
I do feel that in the UK and in this industry, there is a certain look that they go for. And I have also been told to straighten my hair to do jobs. Sometimes, depending on what shoot you do or what type of modelling you do, you have to be versatile, and that's fine. But I felt like it was just because, I don't know, they wanted to, I didn't like it. I was like, no, because I'm doing a ring girl job, and I understand you're supposed to look glamorous. Sometimes you'd get told off for not wearing makeup and stuff like that. So you have to come pretty, like, glam, do you know what I mean? But, like, I feel like beauty comes in all shades, and beauty comes in all races, and it's like we're a chocolate box, and it's just like there's a selection. There should be a selection, and I feel like there should be more black models as well. I feel like there isn't as many black ring girls. It's not about just the look, it's about having the right attitude and personality. Like you can smile at someone and, do you know what I mean, make their day rather than give them a dirty look and you think, what's their problem? Do you know what I mean?
Did you ever run your own agency, getting models in for video shoots and stuff like that?
Yeah, I actually have a company which is actually dormant at the moment. However, I'm taking, since lockdown, I'm feeling to kind of close it down. But yes, I did always want to have my own company originally. And that's definitely something that I've always kind of wanted to do. And I basically do that anyway.
Moving on from the ring card stuff.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you on TV was on a Saturday night. I'm sitting in the living room, I'm watching Saturday night, which to me, Saturday night TV is pretty pointless most times.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm eating the kebab, takeaway, whatever, and I'm sitting there and, you know, it's just a bit of light entertainment going on, and then you appear on the television, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I was on Take Me Out. That's what it was. And yes, it was a Saturday night show.
Would you say that was the biggest thing that got you out there?
People feel like, they just think that's the only thing I've done, but I've done so much stuff. But that's like probably the main thing that everybody knows me for was like Take Me Out. And sometimes I'll do like a guest, like a door host, like guest list girl. You want a guest list tonight? I'll be out there frozen my butt off. And some girl come down and she was like, she came to the bar. She was from up north and she was like, oh, I just went for an interview on Take Me Out, blah, blah, blah. She was like, and her and her mum was like, you should apply. You would be really good for it. They're doing auditions, which was literally around the corner from my workplace. I was like, oh, okay. I applied. And then they were like, they got me and I came in for the interview like a few days later. And then they literally do not tell you. They do not tell you if you're going to be on the show or not, like literally till the last minute. So yeah, and then I ended up, they basically literally told me that, I'm kind of like their main feature. They put me next to the lift.
So is there a reason why they put you next to the lift?
I feel like they have who they have in mind, who will be their main kind of characters on the show. And even though, you know, I got chosen to go to Fernando's, I felt like they definitely instigated that.
You know, if there was any one particular person that you feel like I need, like, you know, a photo with, I need to step in a ring with, I need to walk a catwalk with, or whatever, who would that one person be? Apart from Beyonce.
Oh, you knew I was going to say that.
Apart from
like
Beyonce.
Literally, Beyonce.
I honestly think that at some point you are going to cross paths.
I would love to cross paths with Beyonce. That's one person I'd love to meet. And you know, that's one person I probably would pass out at.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody else.
Don't even be surprised if she at some point sees an interview like this where you're mentioning a name and it comes out, because it's happened to me. I mentioned somebody's name.
Oh, let's just put it out there to the universe.
Yeah, just put it.
Beyonce, I'm going to meet you. I can't wait for that day.
Yeah.
But I have met a few people that I also liked. And, well, obviously I had a crush on a few So Solid members that I met, you know. Romeo Harvey. I don't even met Asher D, but that was back, I haven't got a picture with him.
What is your most inspirational moment?
I always felt like I didn't want regrets. I didn't want to like look back at my life and be like, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that. And if I did this, I might have been there, but I didn't do it, so I'm here. Do you know what I mean? And that was not for me. And so for me, like, I knew that I have to try. I have to give it a go. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. At least I tried, you know. I'll be happy with the fact that I put in the effort and I tried. Also, I think with me, like, I got bullied when I was younger. So for me, like, all the people that, like, made me feel like I can't and kept trying to knock me down, I couldn't let them win. But it wasn't even a normal kind of bullying from school. It went on for 10 years. I got chased with knives. I had bricks chucked at my house. I had death threats. They even pulled out knives on my mum. It was mad. It was some next beef, and it went on for like 10 years.
When you were on Take Me Out, there was a bit of a backlash, wasn't there? You had people complaining about, I'm guessing it's women, because they were moaning about your hair, for one.
I mean, I had no control over hair and makeup. That's like, this is what they do. We're in there for hours. And, you know, it is what it is. I just let them do what they were doing. And then I got trolled, and a lot of it was for like, oh, your hair's this, that.
Do you think it was mainly women?
No, they do say the average troll is actually a guy, maybe a middle-aged guy sitting on his own trolling.
So how did that affect you personally? I mean, were you constantly screening your calls, avoiding people, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, well, after the first episode of Take Me Out, when it aired, I was probably the most trolled out of everybody. Yeah, the biggest troll of them all, the biggest problem of them all was myself, to be honest, was me. And so it just really started to get to me. So I went onto Facebook Live. I was like, you know, if you haven't got anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. You don't understand how it affects people. Anyway, the next morning, the press office called me, and she was like, have you spoke to anyone? And I was like, huh? No. I was like half asleep. I was like, what do you mean, no? And then she was like, you do know you're in all the papers? And I was like, what? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you're in all the newspapers. And I was like, oh my God. Saying that I fear for my life and I've had death threats. That is not actually the story. However, when I was younger, I had death threats from going through being bullied by, let's just say, some notorious chicks. And I went through all that. And I can't lie, like, going through the trolling, I mean, everyone says you've got to have thick skin to go on those shows. And yeah, you do. But you can never mentally prepare for that, I tell you. I felt like that girl again. I felt like that vulnerable girl that got bullied. That I felt like her, and I never thought I was going to feel like her ever again. And that was really tough for me. That was something. I went to work. I didn't speak. It was tough. Like, I couldn't go out without having a hood up. I had to have a hood on. I had to have it over my eyes. I didn't want anyone to see me. I thought the whole world hated me. It was so strange. Honestly, it was so surreal.
You said the biggest problem was me.
I'm just a person that's always been very, very hard on myself. I've been through a lot of stuff, and I'm always putting myself down.
Like, what I used to do to sort of give myself that enthusiasm to carry on and ignore the world is I used to talk to a mirror, my reflection. I even did a song called Reflection, basically because of that. Yeah. So I'm saying it's like, it's, you know, it's not going to hurt you to sit there, talk to yourself in the mirror, and use yourself as the biggest influence you can have. Forget Beyonce.
I feel like all these people that keep telling me that I'm not going to do anything, like the girls that done what they've done to me, that's why in a way I kind of thank them, because I might have not had that drive to keep going. But you know what they hate more? They hate the fact that you're being successful, and you're still here, and you're still smiling in their face, and you're still doing your thing. And I think that's the best. It's the best revenge, really.
Wicked. So that's a good place to end this. But before we end this, I've got one request.
Oh no.
Right. You had a little catchphrase that you used on Take Me Out.
Oh yeah.
Can you look in that camera and do the catchphrase?
You actually want me to do this cheesy?
Yeah,
right?
do it. Let's make this
which
cheesy
one would that
ending.
be? There's been so many.
Well, you know the one that.
If you wanna. Oh, okay. So if you wanna. Cut that out. What was it? Oh God, I can't remember it. If you wanna holler up my line, if you wanna wine and dine, you can holler up my line. I can't even remember my own damn catchphrase. What have you done to me? If you wanna wine and dine, you can holler up my line 079.
Is there anything that you want to promote? Have you got a podcast that you're doing, which I think I've seen a couple around?
I have done. Basically, we're doing a show. It's called In the Ball Pit with Bianca Maria. You can look that up on YouTube and also Instagram and Facebook. I think we have a like page for that. And also we have a new project coming, which is 3 of us girls. It's called Girls Night In, GIRLZNITE in. And also my social media is at Italianoting, ITALIANOTING. That's Instagram, Snap, Twitter, the whole shebang. And yeah, that's it.
You're the first female that's been here,
yeah,
so I really appreciate
there's
you
a bit more
being
girls, girl power.
I need you to bring me some.
I've got loads. I've got loads.
Right,
Maybe we'll come with the whole girls' night in.
Hey, once the COVID's over, why not?
Definitely.
Okay, but yeah, I appreciate you being here. For everybody who doesn't know who she is, go and check her out. She's got her own podcast, which is called In the Ball Pit. Follow her, like what she's doing, support her. And aside from that, subscribe to the channel, follow us, keep watching, because at some point we're going to bring in someone that you are a huge fan of. That's for real. Thanks.